Hey there, my name is Asha Wilkerson. I am a healer and a life coach, and I am inviting you to the continent of Africa to join me for the Soulful Homecoming retreat in Ghana. Now, the reason why I chose Ghana is because there's a high likelihood that your ancestors passed through one of the doors of no return in Ghana. Ghana was the first port or the first place where the slave trade took place on the continent, and even if your ancestors aren't Ghanaian, there's a high likelihood that your ancestors passed through those doors. When I first went to Ghana, I heard somebody say, "You are your ancestors returned." And I thought, that's cute, but whatever. But then when he broke it down, he said, no, our ancestors on this continent of Africa were constantly looking west because we didn't know what happened to the people who were taken from us. So we were always looking west to their return. And now that you all are coming back from the west, you are quite literally and figuratively our ancestors returned. And when he said that, I got this little chill in my body and realized that me coming back to the continent of Africa was an act of rebellion. And also, what I experienced during my first and second trips to Ghana was a profound sense of healing. As Black people in the diaspora, we often learn the most tragic parts about our history, but there's nothing like being in a place where all history is Black history, and it's not beginning with the most hurtful, hateful time in our history, but it begins way beyond that. The last time I was there, I happened to go visit a village of a friend of mine, and the house that we were in had been there for 500 years. That's older than the United States, meaning he could trace his lineage back 500 years before the colonizers even stepped foot on African soil. Do you know how powerful that is to reframe your thinking and understand and really intrinsically understand and embody that your history does not begin with the slave trade to the Americas, but it begins way before that. As people of the diaspora, we have lots of pressure, lots of expectations, lots of understandings placed on us about who we are and how we can be as Black people in the world. And when you come with me to Ghana, your understanding of how you have to be will change because you will have a broader sense of who you are, and you'll be able to connect and go deep to understand your roots and the roots of the people around you. We will be there engaging in healing practices. My goal for you is to rest, reset, and to reconnect. I want you to literally have time to sit and do nothing. And so we have booked a resort on the coast of Africa, Cape Coast in Ghana. I want you to reset. I want you to begin to undo some of these tightly wound patterns that you are engaged in. Get up, get the kids to school, sit down at your desk, do this, do that, come home, do the dishes, feed the kids, go to bed, and do it all over again. I want you to reset in your body, and I want you to reconnect with your ancestors. We will have plenty of activities and opportunities for you to do so, including daily movement and meditation, healing sessions with Reiki healing and energy healing. We will also have sound bowl healing for us as well, which is beautiful if you have not experienced it before. We'll also have conversations about what it means to be who we are and where we want to be and who we want to be and what do we think is standing in the gap between where we are and where we want to be. And we will also engage in a naming ceremony, which means that the local community will actually be welcoming us back home with a name that we would have received had we been born there. Now, it's a part of Ghanaian tradition in particular to name any child, even if it's an adult child, whenever they come back to the community. So there's so much symbolism for the community to be welcoming us back home. Obviously, we weren't born there. Obviously, now we're all adults, but the practice still remains that any child of the community, no matter how old they are when they return, gets welcomed into the community through a naming ceremony, and we will have that experience. I want you to come with me to experience a different level of healing. The beauty of being away from your current home is that you actually get away. You don't have to answer that phone. You can turn the email off. You see a different set of stimuli, beautiful trees, beautiful water, different people. You have different conversations, and that allows you to show up differently and will give you the space to go inside and do the things that you need to do to become who you want to be. I would love to see you there. We have a limited number of spots because we want to keep this retreat intimate, and also we want to give you the time and attention that you deserve. So please don't hesitate to let me know if you have any questions, and definitely sign up using the link below or in my bio.